The Department of Justice's case against former FBI Director James Comey appears to have a major boost. A federal judge has banned friends of the court filings, otherwise known as those amicus briefs. So essentially, this now means briefs from anyone not directly involved in the case but have strong interest in its outcome will not be allowed. Comey, of course, accused of threatening the president with this social media post, the seashells that spelled 8647. No friends for Comey. Let's bring in our expert panel, senior judicial analyst Judge Andrew Napolitano with us today, and Doug Burns, a former federal prosecutor. How much does this matter, amicus briefs? I'll go to you, Doug.
Sure.
Is this a big loss for Comey?
Not necessarily. I mean, amicus curiae briefs, Latin for friend of the court,
yeah.
Are supposed to give guidance to the judge and so on. But mostly in this particular case, it would have been a tsunami of, this is free speech, et cetera, et cetera. Now, real quick, in the district courts, there's no universal rule. It's up to the judge's discretion, and the judge said, I'm not doing it. In the appellate courts, interesting distinction, the government can file them without leave of the judge. Everybody else has to get permission from the judge.
All right. Well, we will see what happens with the seashells. This is a wild one. I think that the mayor race in LA has gotten so much attention, but now we have the former candidate Pratt, Spencer Pratt, teaming up in a way with a person related to Karen Bass. This is her brother, who's one of the plaintiffs. They're suing the mayor for reckless negligence in the Palisades fire, and Pratt writing, I hope their Thanksgiving dinner isn't too awkward. I know ours hasn't been the same since last year because the brother is one of the plaintiffs. What do you make of this? I think that was really incredible, too, to hear. I mean, that made a lot of headlines before even Pratt talked about Thanksgiving.
From a personal and from a cultural and from a political perspective, it's fascinating that our own brother would sue her. But legally, this is frivolous. In California, public officials are immune from being sued because they couldn't control the fire. The only way she could be liable for the fire is if it started on government property, if she knew of the cause and knowingly looked the other way. That's hardly the case here.
All right, it is going to be an awkward Thanksgiving, but how strong is the case, though? Because he's saying it's frivolous, Doug. That's what the judge says. But
right.
We also have to remember there is someone charged in connection with all of this. So there has to be some type of, obviously justice for people looking at these pictures here and seeing how devastating it has been. And I guess Karen Bass's brother's like, hey, I don't care if you're my sister.
Yeah, but the judge highlights the distinction between this sort of around the dining room table where everybody's outraged at what happened, as they should be. But the immunity point is very, very strong, and it is what it is. The government officials in that situation do enjoy that. But obviously, very strange bedfellows, you know what I mean? I'm not going to be suing my sister anytime soon.
I hope not. And especially if she's watching. He's saying that on the record, so now we have it on tape. So there you go.
I'm going to show her the tape for sure.
Okay, please do.